Hello everybody, Freedom here, and I am coming back with another video of villagers and heroes. I've been playing and having a lot of fun. I ended up joining a really cool guild, and they've helped a lot. Very friendly, very active, and because I joined this guild, I decided to switch roles. Now I do plan on leveling that archer at a later point, but I love playing healers. Always have. Love playing supports, and to be even more precise, I like playing the shield healing over time type healer. Final Fantasy XIV, I played a Scholar. On Guild Wars 2, I played Druid. I also enjoyed playing Scourge, which is very powerful right now. And so I love those, not necessarily bursty healies, but very defensive healies. So I decided to go with Water Shaman. Now I asked, everybody like, what should I play? And everyone was recommending Priest, which, it is a solid choice. Very good on burst heals and protection. But I wanted to go Water Healer. I want to try this newer-ish class because it is kind of new. And I've been having some fun with it. It is definitely a different playstyle for sure. So let's pop my flex. I thought that was pretty cool. I had some extra crowns. I'm like, well, why not? Why not? Let's show some love. So, all right, let's check out the talent points. This is the exciting stuff right here. Water. First thing is Torrent. It's Water Whip, Water Bolt, Swift Waters. 20% chance not to trigger their cooldown. This helps a lot for, just overall DPS. Now, when you max it out, it gives you Water Shield. Now lasts for 20 charges on yourself, 5 charges on allies, and lasts for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is completely overkill, but we'll take it. Mana Spring. Casting a water spell grants charges of Mana Spring, increases expertise, will, and intellect by 1% for 10 seconds. This can stack up to 10 times, so at max stacks you are looking at a 10% increase on expertise, will, and intellect. Now, if you're unfamiliar, we can always go back to the character tab. This game is smart. They have all their stats right here, and they explain what they do. That's awesome. I love it. Not very many games do this. I've played plenty of games where I've had to wiki or Google like what their stats meant, and this one's like, no, we're going to put it right there, in-game, easy to find. I love it. So it gives you intellect, will, and expertise, if I am certain on that. Yep, expertise, will, and intellect. So intellect is just mana, will is mana regen, and expertise is cooldown rate. That is amazing. Cooldown rate is awesome. It's like, for any class, it's awesome. Obviously, you can use your abilities more often. But as a healer, getting those heals back off of cooldown is very vital for the raid or dungeon or group or whatever you're doing. So that's awesome. I love it. 10% at max stacks. When you max it out, you get this amazing attunement ability. I love it. Consume all of your healing over time effects on all targets, healing the remaining amount instantly. So say you've got hots on everyone. You cast that ability, and everyone gets the full effect. It goes from a hot to a burst. Very useful. But the passives that comes with it are equally, if not just as good. So it says your healing over time effects last 5 seconds longer and heals for 60% more. That's just a straight up buff on heals. That's all I have to say. Your heals can now critically strike. Yes, please. Your basic attacks become ranged. This is actually pretty good because as a healer, being able to position yourself is pretty important. And having, of course, when you're not healing, you want to add DPS to the party. Anyone that knows a good healer can do DPS and heal at the same time. And being able to stay back and position themselves where they like, auto attacks becoming range is actually really good, and I love it. It says 20% of your earth power is removed, a quarter of that is converted to water. That doesn't really matter because I don't have any earth power on me. Earth spells cost 200% more mana, so if I did want to throw an earth spell, Maybe like the big AoE stun would be really, really good, but it would cost a crap ton of mana because of this attunement. Doesn't really have a timer on how long it lasts, but it does have 1 minute and 46 seconds. And to be fair, I still have it on me, and I have no idea. Like, I think it's kind of more of just a permanent thing, which is good because it does have a long cooldown. But it's just, it's that active ability is why you would want to keep using it. But once you use it, that attunement is stuck. You get the passives as long as you're attuned to that. Next is going to be Surge of Life. Your single target beneficial water spells have 1.5% chance to apply Surge of Life on your target, healing for an additional 10% standard healing over 10 seconds. 16% if you're attuned to water over 15 seconds. I'm going to be attuned to water because that's what I do. So, yeah, your single target beneficial water spell. So any of your healing will get a bonus. Well, you'll get a chance to have additional healing. Like additional healing over time. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's here. You know what? We can figure this out. I can pay 1 silver. So let's go ahead and max that out. And we'll go ahead and max this out. Because I believe I had 1 left over. Let's just put a point here. So applying 1 gives it an additional 1.5%, additional 10%, and additional 16%. So it goes up a lot. Here, let's throw a bunch of points in there. Let's put all the points I can. So it has a 25% chance to proc 170% base healing and a 272% healing power. That is potent, man. That's crazy. That is really, really cool. So, and that's not even maxed out. If I was maxed out, let's see, I could put 4 more points. So if we take 4 times 1.5 is 6. So yeah, it looks like you're looking at about a 30% application chance, and then roughly a 200% base healing, and roughly a 300, maybe actually probably a little higher than 300% healing power attuned. So yeah, that is actually really, really powerful. And let's see, let's look at Riptide. 1% of your mastery is added to your blasting. Instead of a wave of energy, it is now released a Riptide, changing its damage type to water and allowing it to scale using 3% of your water power. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. So if we were to look at, let's see, let's attack something. He just smacked it. Let's see. I know, like, I have one thing that allows me to, like, explode. But, you know, I'd have to figure out how to activate that. This one seems really good just for added DPS. And it is just a big AoE. So, yeah, that is interesting. And this is the ultimate is ebb and flow. Every 10 seconds, your commander over water ebbs and flow changes your water power by the following rotations, 0, 3, 9, 18. So it's like a... It's just, like, if you can time your abilities right, you can really pump out some damage or pump out some heals with that. It is very, very time-focused, though. And then Water Affinity just increases in your water power. And then maxing that out says, become a Spirit of Living Water. Mana costs are reduced by 50%. Cooldown rate is increased by 25%. Healing Rain now also applies Rejuvenation. All of your healing spells causes the target to be healed for more. So that's just a big old, like, ultimate mega heal. Costs a lot of points to do that, though. So let's go ahead and max these back out. Alright, now let's take a look at wind, because we will be using some wind. Wind Fury. Your single target spells have a 15% chance to deal 10% bonus standard level damage. And it'll do either water or earth, depending on what you're mostly attuned to. So just added DPS. This one will give you some... Well, actually, let's go back to this one real quick. Cleansing Waters now grants dodge chance. Water Whip now does extra physical damage. Interesting. And then, of course, it does some earth things as well, which we're not too worried about at the moment. Downdraft is haste. Haste is a attack speed. If we go back to character, to get attack speed set 3%. Okay. Well, let's see. This one is another attunement. which I'm really debating on acquiring because it looks useful. It says reduce all nearby allies' ongoing cooldowns by 30 seconds. So this is just a cooldown reset on a lot of people's abilities, unless they just did like some super 2.5-minute cooldown ability. Then obviously that's not going to help much there. But as far as like all their basic abilities, yeah, it's just a reset. And it's only on a 26.7 second cooldown, which is relatively short. The passive says movement speed and mount speed are 20%. And then, of course, it converts my powers into dodge chance, and it says your next attunement spell costs will be 0. So it's designed to attune to that and then attune to another one. It's not meant to stay there, unless, of course, you're just trying to travel. I guess you could stay attuned to it. But it's just designed to click it to reset some cooldowns and then go back to water or go back to earth because it is a free attunement cost at that point. Which is, honestly, it's what I've been putting into. It's because I've, that CD reduction is really nice for just raid utility purposes. Next is Wind Shear. Enemies that damage you lose 4% of their armor and magic resistance. This is really good if you're wanting to tank. So if you're going for an Earth Shaman, that would be amazing. Really, really good. That just increases the DPS of your entire party. Alright, Fresh Air, max HP. Can't go wrong with max HP. I'm sorry, I missed this one. So it says, when you drop below 5% of your maximum mana, you trigger a mana mistral, restoring 7.5% of missing mana every second for 15 seconds. So yeah, this is just a, oh crap, I'm out of mana. Give me more mana. That's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, this one's just more HP. It says, charge your foe with Wind Fury. The wind doubles attack speed for 10 seconds. So this is just a charging attack, and you get double attack speed. Once again, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of more designed for tanking, not for healers. And then totem powers, your maximum mana is increased by 65, regen is increased, and then you restore 10% of your missing mana after defeating an enemy. That's actually pretty good too. Once again, DPS kind of roll right there. I mean, I'm going for downdraft. Increasing haste is really nice just because I can pop out more auto attacks, more damage. But this right here is just really, really good, and that's what I'm going for. Alright, and I'm not going to get into Earth. But yeah, so that's just a brief run through. I'm having a lot of fun. He seems to be extremely, extremely healing over time heavy. So as far as abilities goes, I have a DPS ability, I've got a healing over time ability, I've got the water shield, and then this is my attunement ability. This is all I have at the moment. But the game does provide quite a bit. So if we're going to, let's see, Water Shaman abilities, villagers and heroes. If we were to take a look at the runes for the Shaman. Nope, close that. And I'll bring up the website. Alright, so we've got, this is a necklace drop. Cleansing waters. Water cleanses targets over 10 seconds, reducing the duration of single level debuffs. If the debuff is fully removed, subsequent debuffs will have their duration reduced. So this is just a cleanse, a condition removal thing. Lullabying breeze, lowering their armor and magic resistance. This is actually pretty good for like anyone really, just because you lowering the armor and magic resistance just increases the DPS of your party. This is a totem drop, actively to instantly remove threat from your target. So this could be any target. This could be you. This could be, say, one of the DPSers got the threat. You can throw it on them. Really, really cool. Okay, so let's go down to Water Shield Rejuvenation. Water Whip is just a powerful whip of water, slashes your target, dealing massive damage and slowing them down. And then you got Swift Waters. Quick Waters instantly heals your target for X amounts. So right now, all I really have is Rejuvenation for heals go. Alright, and then we've got, let's see, Water Bolts. This is on crafted gear. So Water Bolt is on crafted gear. Interesting. See, a wave of healing water washes to your target. Healing X amount of health instantly, an additional X amount over 10 seconds. And Healing Rain, a gentle rain, heals an ally near your target with over 10 seconds. Oh, health over 10 seconds, sorry. So this just seems to be an AoE heal, which is nice. So yeah, Tidal Wave, Tidal Force washes over all nearby healing allies and damaging this one. I actually had this one for a little bit. It was a really good ability. It's just a massive AoE ability that heals everyone and does damage. You wouldn't want to really use that unless you had what's it called? Veil of Mists, because you pull in so much aggro because it's such an insane range. Hell, they don't even have the range on here. It's massive. Okay, and that seems to be the gist of so far. So yeah, it's very healing over time oriented. A lot of protection spells, a lot of raid utility. It's not just a traditional healer. But I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, be sure to put it in the comments below. And let me know if you liked the video or how much of an idiot I am. This is just kind of an impressions of the Water Shaman so far, and I've been thoroughly enjoying, and I cannot wait to unlock the other abilities that it has. And yeah, if you want to see videos similar like this, maybe some other classes I can check out, just put that in the comments below as well. And hopefully I'll catch y'all later.